Hi everybody, today's lesson is going to be marbling, okay? And we're going to be using shaving cream. We're going to be using food coloring, and we're also going to need a ruler, and you're going to need a straw. Now what is marbling? Marbling looks like this, okay? So if you've ever played with marbles, you know it has that swirl in there and of all the different colors, and that's what we're going to be doing. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to marble with your fingers. I used food coloring, and I don't know if that was a good idea to put my hands in it because this is what you get. I should have used paint, or I should have used gloves or something, but I didn't. So in the beginning of the lesson, you will find that you can use a straw. You don't have to use your hands. I'm going to put this one on. This is another one that we did. But if you use your hands, beware if you are using food coloring, because this is what you're going to get. Washed my hands like 4 times, it doesn't come off. So the last part of the video, maybe you don't want to use the food coloring for your hands. Maybe you just want to use washable paint, which is a way better idea. Okay, so anyway, enjoy the lesson, and I hope you really have fun with it. Have your parents take some pictures or something of whatever you do. Ideas for your lesson could be for the outcome. Frame your picture. Every marbling design that you do is going to be very different. Every single one of them is going to be different. After you do maybe 2 or 3 colors, maybe add another color, or even pull back and just use 2 colors to see what colors you get. Maybe you just want to use red and yellow, and you maybe just get orange and white, or maybe your favorite color is blue and you just want to use blue. Experiment with it. You're really going to like this lesson. I hope you enjoy it, and a mess. Don't be like me. Okay? Bye, everybody. Okay, so you're going to start off by getting yourself a piece of tin foil and a pan. I have a metal pan here, and I grabbed a piece of tin foil, and I'm going to take the tin foil, and I'm basically going to just line the pan. If you get a hole in it, it's okay, because it's basically to be able to lift the cream right out of the pan when you're finished, so that it's easier to clean up. That's not gonna work. Anyway, so I have it like that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to try to find a piece of paper that is going to fit in the pan. Now, obviously this one is too big, so what I'll do is I'll just simply cut it in half by folding the paper. This paper is actually 9 by 12. But if you have like a piece of copy paper, typically your copy paper is an 8.5 by 11. So whatever size, really, it doesn't matter. This is just really for experimenting. So this should fit nicely. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side now that we have exactly the size that we need to fit in the pan. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take some shaving cream, and you're going to basically fill up the pan with the shaving cream. Shake it up a bit. No, that isn't working out, right? There we go. Now we're working it. It was a new can. Okay, nice and fluffy. Fill up the entire space. Now I got this can of shaving cream from the dollar store for probably about $1. Yeah, I'm sure it was $1. It was $1. All right, and I'm just going to spread this out a bit. What I'm using to spread it out is just a straw, stick, whatever you want to use is really fine. But we're going to spread this out. I don't like the way this is spreading out so much. Here we are. You want a nice even coat so that when you go to put the food coloring in, it will spread evenly as well. It looks like I need a little bit more, so I'm going to do a little bit more. does not smell good. I do not like the way this smells. Okay, so I have my stick here. I'm going to continue to fill it up. Make sure you have a paper towel handy so that when you're doing this, it doesn't get everywhere. Because you will have to put the straw down or the stick down or whatever you're using, so you want to make sure that you have something that you can lay it down with. Okay, now I'm not completely covered, but generally covered, okay? So there we are, and I'm going to just get all of that off. And I'm going to put this down. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some food coloring, and I'm going to put the food coloring, drops of food coloring in here. I'll use 3 different colors. So we'll just take drops of food coloring and put it in. No particular order, just randomly. And I'll use yellow too. So I know if I mixed red and yellow together, I'm going to get orange. Now that is coming out as orange, but that is actually yellow. Okay. And then the other color I'm going to use is green. Now, if you add blue to red, you get purple. If you add blue near yellow, you're going to get green. This is blue. And we'll see. If we keep mixing and mixing and mixing, eventually we're going to get brown, but we don't want to do that. We just want to basically get our simple colors. Now what I'm going to do is just kind of stir this up a bit, marble it is what we would call, by taking the tip of your straw and just kind of going around and swirling around. And this process is called marbling. All right, I don't like to mix it up too much because I just want to make sure that I get those true colors in there. Look at that, you can actually see right there, you're starting to get the green. I told you that if you have yellow and blue together, you're going to end up getting green. Now, I really like this over here. That's a little bit too mixed up for me, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to put this down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put it this way so that you can actually see. And I'm going to now take my paper and I'm going to press it down in here, okay? So you can see what you get. Let's just kind of, which way? I like this way. So I'm going to press the paper down in there and have that sit. Now what the food coloring and the mixing and the marbling is going to do is it's going to create a design on your paper, okay? Make sure that it's really pressed down so that you get all of the angles, all of the corners, and everything that you need pressed down into that space on the paper, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the side, and I am going to lift up my paper so that you can see what I get. And this is what I've gotten. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but right here I didn't get anything on there. There's nothing there. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to show you what happens if you take this very same paper and put another piece of paper underneath it. And I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to start from the corner here, and I'm basically going to just pull this color away, pull the shaving cream away, and I'm going to see what I get. So I'm going to just start like here, and I'm going to drag that ruler across and swipe it right off. Here's the extra. I just take this and I push it off the ruler with that straw or whatever you have there. You can wipe that off later. And this is your design, your marbled paper design. Isn't that beautiful? And you can continue to do them as much as you want. What can you do with these? Well, you can put this in a white frame and you can hang this in your house. This is a good example of abstract art. It's also called marbling. You can experiment by making shapes out of it. After this dries, you can draw maybe a heart on it and then cut it out, and then you have a marbled heart design. You can take a few of them and you can hang them and make a mobile from them. You can make a card out of this. After this dries, you can then fold the paper in half, and this can be the outside of the greeting card. You know, Father's Day is coming up, and he would love to see some of your artwork, and this is amazing. There's many, many things that you can do with this. Now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to put this to the side, and it's about to get messy, because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you what this looks like on my hands, okay? So if you want to experiment and play with it and you want to create something on your hands, go ahead, play in it, see what you get. So I'm going to take my two hands and I'm going to put it in the marble. Oh my gosh, does that feel gross? Ah! So I'm going to really get it in there, put my hands in there, and lift it up. Shake that off. Let me get, I need more. I need more. I need to really get my hands in there. Okay, so too low we see. Look at your hands. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And what happens if we continue to do like this? Look at this beautiful. Look at that beautiful marbling. Then you can take another paper and you can make handprints. Handprints on it. Having fun with it. You can do it this way. And put this on here. How about taking your finger and making designs? Think about that. What does that feel like? What does this feel like on your hands? What's happening to all of the colors as you mix them together? What happens? If I keep stirring and stirring and stirring, you pretty much get anything, you know, all different colors. Now what I'd like to do is I'm going to take that ruler again, go back and forth, drag that across here, drag it across here, and look at that beautiful marbling. Look at what I have there. Okay, so this is our lesson for today. This is called marbling. Look at my hands. News flash, okay? Keep baby wipes or something near you because we're using food coloring, it's going to stain your hands. Maybe what you'd like to do is you'd like to get some gloves to put them on first, or you can put a little bit of oil on your hands first and then play with it. But today is a messy day. So this is what you get: marbling, messy hands, experimenting with color, and I hope you enjoy the lesson. All right, take care. See you soon.